The assassination of Soleimani. Today, there is still only one story, the assassination of General Qasem Soleimani, but the reasons are diverse, the truth is obscure, but the outcomes could stretch far into the future. The story we've been told. On 3rd January, 1 a.m. local time, Soleimani was on his way to a meeting in Baghdad, according to the US government, to plan a major assault on a US installation. His car and one other were blown up by 3 drone-carried missiles. His body was vaporized. His only remains a hand identified by his ruby ring. DNA confirmation will come later. Also killed were 4 PMF, Popular Mobilization Forces. Now come the questions. The US said they informed the Iraq government of the intended attack, which has been confirmed, and Al Jazeera broadcast the fact that they were notified. Why didn't someone tell Soleimani? He was travelling with 4 other senior militia personnel, including Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, the Iraqi-Iranian military commander of the PMF. Why were such important people travelling together? The Iraqi Prime Minister said Soleimani was delivering the Iranian response to an Iraqi proposal to ease tensions between Saudi and Iran. Would he and 4 other leading commanders be carrying a message? If he was delivering a message from Iran, wouldn't he have flown in from Tehran? Did Tehran want Soleimani disposed of as much as the US? Was he becoming too powerful? Was he planning a coup? Would a prominent martyr reunify the Islamic Republic? Large numbers of Iraqi people have been protesting recently about Iranian influence and control over their country and their government, and the aggressive way the IRGC dealt with protesters. Was it an Iraqi decision not to inform Soleimani's security? And now, the repercussions. What of the future relationship between Iran and the US? In Iran, at Soleimani's funeral, in an address broadcast live on state television, his daughter Zainab said, "Crazy Trump, don't think that everything is over with my father's martyrdom." She added that a dark day would befall the US and Israel as a result of his death. Her proclamation came after Soleimani's replacement, General Esmail Ghani, the new head of the Quds unit of the IRGC, claimed he would get rid of America from the region. Speaking before Soleimani's funeral in Tehran, he said, "God the Almighty has promised to get his revenge, and God is the main avenger. Certainly, actions will be taken." In the USA, Michael Morrell, former head of the CIA during the Obama era, said, "There will be dead Americans, dead civilian Americans, as a result of this," adding, "I think we've now ended any hope of keeping Iraq out of Iran's arms." David Petraeus, former head of the CIA and a former commander in Iraq, said, "It is hard to overstate the significance. There will be responses in Iraq and likely Syria and the region." Trump has warned that any response from Iran will be dealt with harshly and with excess. Iran will miss his sublime military skills. As a tactician, he earned a grudging respect even from the senior US military commanders. American General Stanley McChrystal, who once contemplated killing Soleimani, described him as a confident, proven leader, a calculating and practical strategist, and a shrewd pragmatist. However, Vali Nasser, an Iranian-American academic and author, said Soleimani's reputation was as much a creation of Washington as it was of Iran, saying, "The US built him since 2008, so he was the only military commander who was known in US foreign policy circles." And far from strengthening US influence in Iraq, Nasser said the assassination may have pulverized US relations with Iraq's government. Quote-unquote, "The momentum is now with the hardliners to push the US out." This has now become a war of threats and counter-threats.